Right now at 10, a months-long inconvenience for commuters almost at an end when work on Highway 16 is set to wrap up. And La Crosse County hears public input on ways to shape social services for aging residents. Plus, a confirmed case of measles in Wisconsin, how schools are preparing for when students come back to the classroom.
WKDT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. Well, good news for commuters. Highway 16 repairs are starting to finish up. Officials say the focus has been on road patches, resurfacing, and bridge repairs. The highway has been closed since April, forcing longer commutes for some. Project manager John Bainter says they've managed to stay on schedule.
The anticipated end date was always the end of August, and we're on track to meet that. The rain did cause some slight delay, but we were able to make that time back up.
The project also included storm sewer and gutter repairs as well as signal upgrades. Now, an official reopen date has not yet been determined. Well, a scare in Madison sent a bomb squad to the UW Arboretum. Police say visitors reported seeing a grenade-like device sitting on the boardwalk. Turns out the object was an old training device.
Told by our partners at the bomb squad that they're seeing more and more cases of this because people are finding these old devices maybe at grandma and grandpa's house. So they don't know what to do with it, so they just leave it somewhere in plain sight with hopes that the right folks will take care of it. That's what happened today, but we hope that it wouldn't happen in a situation like this.
A canine unit was also used to sweep the area, and the Arboretum was reopened. Now to a News 8 Now follow-up. A Warrens man is pleading not guilty to sex crime charges in Monroe County Court today. Devin Brenson is accused of having sexual contact with a 15-year-old girl. He is also the former president of a nonprofit for people suffering with addiction. La Crosse County leaders are working on new ways to support aging residents. News 8 Now's Jadius McGee joins us in the newsroom tonight with details on a multi-year plan. Jadius.
Yeah, Ken, La Crosse County is setting priorities for how to better serve its aging population. I sat down with those behind the plan to learn what's driving their goals. Every 3 years, La Crosse County updates its aging plan, a roadmap for how to better serve older adults. This year's priorities include expanding wellness programs, strengthening community connections, and making spaces more inclusive.
To help us make sure that all of our congregate dining sites are dementia friendly so that everyone feel comfortable coming to our sites.
Another major priority, transportation. For many older adults, it's the barrier between staying connected and becoming isolated.
That's hard. People can't get to and from where they need to go to socialize, to get groceries, to exercise. Those are all things that people need to do to be able to continue to age in place and live within their homes independently and safely.
Pagel Smith is confident the plan will deliver for those older residents because they had a hand in shaping it.
We don't have all the answers. We don't know essentially what people want. So really appreciate the community in sharing their feedback and providing their needs for us to be able to shape and create that plan.
And this year, the ADRC hopes to expand programs like Strong Bodies, which is a virtual program offered throughout the community. Reporting in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Jadius, thanks very much. Well, health officials are on high alert as the first cases of measles in Wisconsin this year are now confirmed. Right now, the U.S. is experiencing its worst measles outbreak in more than 3 decades. The surge comes as Wisconsin's Department of Health Services reported that vaccination rates in schools are on the decline. With cases rising as back-to-school season nears, experts say there are key symptoms for parents to watch out for.
Those symptoms usually start out as a fever, runny nose. You may get something that is like noticeably similar to pink eye, and then those individuals usually break out with a full body rash.
Experts say getting vaccinated is the best protection from the disease, but there are extra precautions you can take to help yourself and others stay safe. Those include getting enough sleep, eating healthy, and staying home when you feel sick. If you have kids, remind them to wash their hands often. Trempealeau County is dealing with a road sign theft problem. Sheriffs tell News 8 Now it's happening throughout the town of Dodge. Over 6 signs have been stolen over the summer. The big concern is that emergency service vehicles rely on those signs as well as out-of-town visitors. Now, the signs stolen so far include Pine Creek Ridge, Schmickel Valley and Galuski Road, an ATV route sign, and a bump ahead warning.
Our emergency services definitely utilize them every time an emergency happens, and we use those daily. Visitors use them daily. U.S. Postal Service uses them. Everybody uses them. So when they're not there, they do hinder emergency response to a residence.
Replacing the signs can cost hundreds of dollars. Now, officials say anyone with the signs can return them to the Dodge Town Hall, no questions asked. Well, yet another day of air quality alerts in effect, but Nicole, those are on their way out.
Yeah, they're on their way out as we speak. Thankfully, I'm sure everybody is rejoicing over that because we've had a long stretch of poor air quality. The one good thing to take away from it, it made a pretty good sunset tonight. I saw plenty of folks out taking pictures of that red sun. We might get another sunrise that looks like that, but really after that, a lot of that haze should be on its way out, thankfully. Tonight, it's going to be fairly quiet. A couple of showers far to our north, but other than that, not a whole lot of activity going on into the overnight period. Observed highs today were fairly mild, got back into the 80s for La Crosse, one of the first days besides just a day or two ago that we were actually in the 80s. Otherwise, we've been in the upper 70s for about a week now, but that's not going to last. We have warmer temperatures on the way, and we can already feel that as we wake up in the morning. Most of the area seeing their lows in the upper 50s and the low 60s, a slightly warmer condition than what we've been having the last few days. We'll feel that warm up again as we go into the afternoon, already close to 80 degrees in La Crosse by the noon hour. A little bit of a breeze later on in the day as well out of the southeast. Nothing too breezy though, but you'll definitely notice it as we get into the afternoon. A couple clouds lingering in the morning for Eau Claire, but other than that, Tuesday is not going to be shaping, or it will be shaping up to be quite a good day. Again, some haze in the morning, but it's clearing out pretty quickly, and then after that, summer is going to be coming back in full swing later in the week, so I'll have the details in a little bit.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Nicole. Well, environmental advocates are urging support to fund the preservation of the Mississippi River. Friends of the Upper Mississippi Wildlife and Fish Refuge hosted a Sustain Our River event over at the Black River Beach Neighborhood Center today. Officials say the next federal budget will overhaul existing efforts to preserve the river. They say without dedicated funding, programs to control invasive species, sediment, and erosion won't survive.
But I will say that this Mississippi River is anything but lazy. This is a working river. This is a multi-purpose river. This is a river that connects all of us.
Organizers today added that if environmental controls go away, the physical impact to both river recreation and native fish would be devastating. The bins are out, and News 8 Now's Stuff the Bus campaign is officially underway. Friday marks the 4th year of this donation drive. We're teaming up with Cooley Bank, the YMCA, and the Salvation Army to collect school supplies for local students in need. You'll see donation stations set up at both the La Crosse and Onalaska Walmarts from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Friday. Our crews will be live on site throughout the day, and we're looking for donations of backpacks, notebooks, markers, hygiene products, and more. And officials say your donation can help make someone's entire school year.
The beautiful thing about our event is it's a free drop-in event. There's no pre-registration required. And so anytime between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. on August 16th, any families can stop in and get extra school supplies.
So your donations Friday will help those families on the 16th. Monetary donations are also welcome. They'll be used to purchase additional needed supplies. If you want to write a check, make sure to make it out to WKBT TV, and then we will then deliver that to the YMCA. The Owl Center in Houston celebrated International Owl Awareness Day with an open house. Admission was free all day, with local businesses offering owl-themed food and giveaways. It was also a chance for the public to learn more about the center's next big step, building the country's first owl aviary. They're currently raising money for a new facility they expect to cost more than $17 million.
We've tried a few different things over the years, having special programs come in, but the thing that's been the best received by far is just having an open house where everybody can come and learn about owls.
They've raised about $1.7 million so far. The Owl Center has a link to donate on its website. Coming up, Texas Democrats flee the state to block Republican redistricting plans. Their governor orders their arrest, and now California is getting involved. How the political standoff could reshape Congress coming up, and why some Boeing workers are heading back to the picket line after these messages.
A John Deere 3 Series tractor lets you tackle those bigger jobs with simple, intuitive controls that put the power in your hands and quick connect solutions to swap implements quickly with ease. From rotary cutter to rotary tiller to front loader. Take on all your property's biggest challenges. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit Tractor Central. Take a seat. and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
All the financial benefits are awesome. And then on top of that, it's green energy.
We have project managers that will walk you through the process, keep you informed along the way, and make sure that the communication is the best that it can be.
The 30% tax credit will end this year, so lock in your savings, reduce your electric bills, and get the full 30% credit while it's still available. Call 608-780-2347 to get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy today.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
A showdown is taking place between Texas Republicans and Democrats over redistricting. CBS's Erica Brown has the latest from the White House.
When Texas state lawmakers gathered Monday to hold a vote on a new congressional map pushed by President Trump, there weren't enough state Democrats present to hold a quorum.
Members, a quorum is not present,
prompting the speaker to threaten their arrest.
This House will not sit quietly while you obstruct the work of the people.
It comes after dozens of Democrats fled Texas over the weekend to block the vote, heading to blue states like Illinois and New York.
This is about representation, about fairness, and about the integrity of our elections.
Texas Republicans hold 25 of the state's 38 seats in the U.S. House of Representatives. The new map would give the GOP an advantage in at least 5 more seats. And with the president's party historically losing seats in a midterm election, President Trump asked Texas Governor Greg Abbott to redraw Texas's map.
On Texas, how many more seats do you want the Republicans to draw?
5. Now, a number of Democratic leaders are threatening to retaliate by considering redistricting plans in their own states.
They're leaving us no choice. We must do the same.
California Governor Gavin Newsom says he stands ready to put new district lines in front of voters in a special election in November that would favor Democrats if Texas Republicans move forward with their plans.
They've triggered this response, and we're not going to roll over. Whatever they are doing will be neutered here in the state of California.
The Texas Democrats who fled say they had no choice.
We've told Republicans, enough. You've gone way too far.
Texas Governor Abbott has ordered the state's Department of Public Safety to locate and arrest the Democrats who fled and return them to the Texas House Chamber. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
Several thousand Boeing workers are on strike at 3 manufacturing plants in the Midwest where the company makes military aircraft and weapons. Over 3,000 union members rejected a contract with a 20% wage increase over 4 years, with workers on the picket line saying they will wait for a better offer.
I will be out here on my shift every day until the new contract is offered and we ratify a new one. I am betting that this is going to be a long strike. It's nerve-wracking because I don't know where my income's going to come in for the time being. I mean, some of us are going to have to go find second jobs.
Last year, more than 30,000 Boeing workers who assemble jetliners walked off the job for close to 8 weeks. Last week, Boeing reported that its second quarter revenue improved and its losses narrowed. A federal judge has denied Sean Diddy Combs' latest request for bail. Combs wants to get out of jail before his October sentencing. Last month, a jury found him guilty of 2 prostitution charges. Hours after the verdict, the judge denied his release request. Today, the judge said Combs did not prove he isn't a danger or flight risk. We will have more news ahead tonight, but first.
Still have air quality issues going into tomorrow, but after that, it's going to be a lot more summer-like outside after the cooler temperatures we've been having. I'll have all the details on the warm-up coming up right after the break.
I never knew fudge could be so dandy. Pop into Valley Fudge and Candy.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We built it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination. Because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms. We have kitchens. We have bathrooms. We have flooring. We have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
Fudge could be so dandy. Pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Firefighters out west are working to get the upper hand on dozens of wildfires burning out of control. In Southern California, the Gifford fire has doubled in size since erupting Friday, scorching more than 55,000 acres across Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo counties. At least 3 people are hurt and multiple areas evacuated. It's one of 14 active fires raging in the state. 7 of them started this past weekend.
This is a very rapidly fast-moving fire through steep terrain with lots of dry vegetation. It takes a lot of personnel to take on something of this size. So that's why we're sending strike teams down there right now. It's to assist and to make sure that we have enough personnel to be able to handle the incident.
In Arizona, the Dragon Bravo fire near the Grand Canyon's North Rim has now burned more than 123,000 acres, making it the nation's largest. And we here, of course, have been no stranger to the effects of the wildfire smoke that pass on through. That looks to be on its way out, but humidity looks to be on its way in the coming days. Let's get all the details from Nicole.
Yeah, we never seem to catch a break during the summer months. You always have to deal with something, but we take it like we can. And the good news is, like Ken said, a lot of that wildfire smoke is on its way out. I know it has been on its way out, but really tomorrow looks like we should be seeing some clear conditions moving in. So hopefully our last air quality alert across the state of Wisconsin expiring tomorrow at noon, but we'll see. They could push it back a little bit more. From the looks of it, a lot of that smoke should be making its way out of the area. Here's what we're looking at right now. Again, not super heavy amounts like we've seen in the past few days, but still there nonetheless. Once you wake up in the morning, a lot of that will continue to push off to the north. Maybe still some effects for areas near and north of I-94, but after that, once we get into the afternoon and into the evening, we'll be mostly clear, if not entirely clear, from that smoke as we go throughout the rest of the week. Overnight lows tonight staying fairly mild, low 60s for some of us, everybody else in the upper 50s, 62 and La Crosse, 60 in Eau Claire. Definitely starting to feel that warm up now as we go throughout or into the rest of the week, I should say. 84 for your Tuesday high in La Crosse, 82 in Eau Claire. Again, just a tad warmer than we were today, a degree or 2 warmer, and that's really going to be the trend going on every single day this week. But after about a week, just a degree or 2 every day starts to add up, and we'll definitely be feeling those warmer temperatures coming in by about Thursday, especially into Friday. Until then, we'll have mostly dry conditions, but we do have a couple overnight into the morning rain chances coming coming up. The first one will likely be coming tomorrow night going into Wednesday morning. Seeing a decaying line of thunderstorms out in Minnesota Tuesday night, making its way into our area sometime in the early morning hours for Wednesday, although it really starts to break down once that sun rises up, entering into the area, maybe giving us a couple light showers as we go throughout the morning hours, but continues to break down throughout the rest of the day. And then we should be sunny by Wednesday afternoon. Not a lot of rainfall into the forecast after that. We could have some additional stuff coming in as we go into Wednesday night and possibly carrying over into Thursday, mainly for areas south of I-90, but even that is fairly on the low side, just about a 30% chance of that. Otherwise, we really don't see precipitation chances entering into the forecast again until we get into next weekend. Those are really the only significant rainfall chances that we're tracking. Otherwise, the main story really is going to be this heat starting to rise up as we go into about Thursday, even Tuesday and Wednesday. Again, feeling that 1 or 2 degree temperature increase, staying near that average line though of about 85 for this time of year, starting to climb into the upper 80s by Thursday. Friday though, that's going to be the hot one. Seeing another day in the 90s across the area, 92 for your high in La Crosse. And with the rising temperatures comes those rising dew points. Not going to be too bad as we go into tomorrow, a little bit noticeable for the dew points, but once we get into Wednesday and especially into Thursday, that's when we start to see dews rising into the 70s, if not into the mid 70s, feeling a little bit humid, not quite miserable and unbearable out there, thankfully, but definitely on the muggier side as we finish the week out, and that could extend into at least Saturday. It looks like our temperatures should start to trend down as we go into the second half of the weekend for Sunday. Then after that, temperatures will continue to mellow out, still staying in the 80s likely, but definitely not a whole lot of 90s in the forecast. I'm sure we'll likely have at least another day of it coming because this is still a whole other month of summer ahead of us, but yeah.
All right, so a humid stretch coming up, so really enjoy.
Short-lived.
It is short-lived, just a few days. All right, thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, not this time. The NCAA opting against a major change in college hoops. Plus, the Brewers look to get to a season-high 24 games over 500 with a victory down in Atlanta. Jacob is next.
Back to school means back to routines, and Wesco Home is here to help you start strong. Right now, get up to 25% off all mattresses and dining tables during our back-to-school sale. Or take time to relax with a comfy new recliner. Rest easy and reconnect with the furniture that fits your life and your budget. With easy financing options available, see store for details. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. And tell them Peyton sent you.
Get an 11% rebate on everything in Menards. Update your living spaces with new flooring. Mohawk laminate floors are durable, waterproof, and easy to install. Inspirations laminate flooring is $199 per square foot after rebate. Mastercraft makes great doors inside and out. Choose from our in-stock selection or design your door your way in-store and on Menards.com. Get this pre-hung interior door for $89.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. Get crispy tacos for just $1.39 every Taco Tuesday, only at Taco John's.
We're really excited about our new hearing aids that came out. They're called Vitality. They have artificial intelligence, and people have really been hearing better in background noise with them. They're also a lot more clear.
And you can also control it with your phone. So if you want to get more technical, you can make your own adjustments on your phone.
It's just set and forget. They will adapt on their own, or you do have the ability to customize it more for your personal preferences and environments as well.
So stop by the Better Hearing Center and find out more about the new Vitality.
Are you looking for a bank that puts you first? Welcome to Cooley Bank. We're rooted in the community with decisions made locally and relationships that last. Switch today to earn 3.71% APY in a Cooley Bank high-yield money market account. Visit Cooley Bank or the website for details. Member FDIC.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, as many football teams across the state are gearing up for training camp and practice, the UWL basketball team is getting their passports ready for a trip over to Europe. The Eagles are coming off one of the best seasons in program history after a memorable Elite Eight run, and now they turn their attention to making memories during a 10-day trip in Spain. The team will travel to Madrid, Valencia, and Barcelona, where they'll face different select pro teams as they look to sharpen up their skills and build a chemistry that will hopefully carry them through the upcoming season.
10 days with our group, them spending time with each other, the families, kind of building that bond. I don't think those are things you can take away. And now as we get into the year, we're going to go through ups, we're going to go through downs, and just kind of knowing that, like, if we can be as tight as we want to be coming off of this trip, it can be great for us.
Basketball season doesn't officially begin for a few more months, but with the start of football season picking up steam, Coach Gritz is hard at work learning from some of the best on the gridiron.
I think football coaches is kind of one of the coaches I study the most, just because you got a group of, 53 to 100 guys, and being able to get those guys on the same page, it takes a lot of culture things, so I love football.
The Eagles fly out this weekend and will return on the 19th. Speaking of football season, UWL is receiving some respect in the latest preseason D3 Football.com rankings. The Eagles are the highest ranked team in the WIAC, coming in at number 11 in the country. This comes after an 8-4 campaign a season ago where they lost to St. John's University in the second round of the national championships. Platteville comes in at 15, River Falls 19, and Whitewater squeaks in at number 24. Lacrosse begins their season in Pittsburgh against Carnegie Mellon on September 13th. It was the fourth meeting in the last week between Viroqua Post 138 and Westby Coon Valley, and in a win or go home game, it's the 138ers who get the better of the Bandits 9-2 tonight. So Viroqua will need to defeat Wittenberg twice tomorrow to win state. First game is at noon from Westby. Brewers looking to improve to 4-0 on their current road trip. Not the way you want to start if you're Quinn Priester. First pitch he throws to Jerks and Profar, belted into the seats. Braves go up by 1. Same score in the fourth when Isaac Collins digs in, and he sits on the sweeper and disperses it into the stands and right to give Milwaukee the lead. And after that early mistake, domination from Priester. He goes 7 innings strong, just allowing one more hit in the outing. Then Trevor McGill notching his 25th save of the year. Cubs lose as well, so the Crew lead the Central by 3 games. And some well-deserved recognition for one of the best under-the-radar players in all of baseball today, as Isaac Collins has been named National League Rookie of the Month for July. Brewer outfielder had a .321 batting average, .411 on-base percentage, and logged 25 hits and 11 walks in the month, all which were the most for first-year players. He was a massive reason Milwaukee notched 17 wins and dropped just 7 games in the month. Regular season wrapping up in the Northwoods League this week. Loggers drop 1 to Thunder Bay tonight on the road. Lacrosse on the road the next 3 days before returning home Friday and Saturday. And for the college basketball fans concerned about the format changing of March Madness, well, you can exhale for now. A senior official with the NCAA announcing today that expansion won't happen next year. The field will remain at 68 teams. The league's senior VP of basketball, Dan Gavitt, says the committee will continue to talk about expanding to possibly 72 or 76 teams. Ken, if there is one thing I'm passionate about in the landscape of college basketball, keep things the way they are. It's working. It's great. It's fantastic. That first major weekend where there's a lot of basketball games to watch, but it's enough where if you're a diehard fan, it whets the palate. Yes. If you added more, it might be too much, and then you're probably missing too much. I think so. And just like you lose good competition. I think maybe some teams that maybe don't deserve to get in, maybe that becomes the case. So I think let's just leave it how it is. I think so too. All right. It's going to be a yearly conversation. Absolutely. To the end of time. Thank you, Jacob. We got more news right after this.
Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees. Plus, cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
Increase your home's energy efficiency and enjoy year-round comfort with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Our windows and doors combine quality craftsmanship and cutting-edge innovation from the trusted brand Renewal by Andersen. And our team provides expert installations backed by industry-leading transferable durable warranties. Receive up to 20% off your entire project, plus no money down, no payments, and no interest for up to 12 months. Connect with the Asher team today and request a free, no-obligation consultation at goasher.com or call us at 888-GO-ASHER.
Where there's a flooded basement, musty crawl space, or wood rot, there's an answer. American Waterworks. For more than 30 years, American Waterworks has been solving homeowners' toughest waterproofing problems. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver in Holloway for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
Dreaming of a new ride? Apply today at driveultra.org and make your dream a reality. Hey, dogs can dream too. Ultra Federal Credit Union.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, sometimes animals get into trouble like people. Take this 2-year-old female bear in northwestern Wisconsin. It had its head stuck in a plastic jar. Residents reported the bear in Sawyer County several times since July 26th. Over the weekend, USDA wildlife officials found the bear, sedated it, and removed the jar. They checked the bear for injuries. She was all good, so they tagged it and released it into a safe wooded area with food and water. The bear reportedly started feeding immediately on a patch of berries nearby, so it appears she's doing well and enjoying its freedom. Good work by the officials as well. Nicole will have another look at your forecast right after this.
Celebrating Home Furniture's 51st anniversary. Right now, get our best finance offer ever and pay no interest until 2030. Get this sectional for just $19 a month or pay cash and get an extra 10% off, just $8.99. The 51st anniversary sale, now at Home Furniture.
I'm standing here at the warehouse this morning where some 30 to 40 installers depart every morning. You've been thinking about new windows. I've been thinking about new windows for over 40 years. And my promise to you is that these fine installers that leave here every morning install the finest windows available in the market today, expert installation, always at a good value. If you're looking for new replacement windows, today would be a great day to reach out to the board store and set up a prompt free estimate.
Coulee Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our Animals and Agriculture issue, we celebrate women working with flora and fauna, starting with Organic Valley's CEO, Shauna Nelson. Gain an appreciation of bugs with Krista Hamilton, sample farm to table at Driftless Cafe, be charmed by Flower the Skunk, and meet the goat farmers inspired by Rainbow Ridge Farms. Don't miss the La Crosse Area Builders Association Parade of Homes Guide. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
After I decided my pain was too much, and my doctor actually suggested that I do visit the Good Feet store. Pretty amazing when they put the arch supports in your shoe and you walk around and you realize there's not pain and you think, how can this arch support in my shoe make my back pain go away? But it works. And how can it make my knee pain go away? It was incredible.
Hip, knee, or back pain? See if Arch Supports can help you at the Good Feet store.
Get ready, Hillsboro. It's the event of the summer, the Hillsboro Charity Tractor Pull, August 8th and 9th. 3 thrilling sessions over 2 days with 8 Pro Pulling League classes. Horsepower, dirt flying, and fun for the whole family. Tickets are just $25, and kids 10 and under get it free. Feel the power. Support a cause. Don't miss the Hillsborough Charity Tractor Pull, August 8th and 9th.
It's the patio closeout sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to an extra 50% off regular prices or pay no interest until 2030 on the best selection of porch and patio in the Midwest. Right now during the patio closeout sale at Home Seasonal Concepts.
One last look at your 8-day forecast. Will be slowly warming as we go through the end of the week. Thursday back into the upper 80s, and then another day spent in the humid 90s to finish the week out. It's going to be a hot one, but the good news is it's really not lasting that long, and we're already back to the low 80s by next week.
All right, not too shabby. Thanks for joining us tonight at 10. We'll see you tomorrow.